What is up, cool kids? I'm Pool Trainer Gavin, and this is, I guess, sort of a quick update. It must just be, the time of year for updates, because I've seen, Nappy did one yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Might have been Saturday. I don't know. And my boy Joe Schmo Gaming did one last night as well. And as I was watching Nappies, I was like, I've got a lot of things on my mind that I would like to talk about just in general. And please enjoy me running around and playing Saurian. Pretty much just like post commentating, like I'm filming them totally separately. So I have no idea. Like I haven't even filmed the Saurian yet. So whatever happens on there, I'm sure it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. You should definitely check it out. But anyway, we are starting a new Let's Play today. You know, I really tried to. I put so much effort into trying to do a Let's Play on Citra with either Moon or I tried Omega Ruby because I know Citra doesn't play well with X and Y. I wasn't really hopeful for the Oris considering that we're also doing something with Ruby, so I don't think that would be very fun. But I really tried with Moon, and I got it randomized and everything seemed to be going well until after about 5 minutes of gameplay, the FPS just died down to like less than 15 FPS, and at that point it's basically just unplayable. And I don't know whether it's a Citra thing because I know other people play it well. Like I see people play it well on their gaming rigs. My rig is pretty budget, so that could be part of it. And part of it could just be Citra's not like extraordinarily optimized yet. Either way, it didn't quite work. But today we are starting a brand new Let's Play of a ROM hack that I've heard so many great things about, and I've seen so many great things about it. So I decided to give it a try myself. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Probably in a couple hours. I try to upload most of my videos around noonish, between noon and 2 usually Eastern time. But unfortunately, even though Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are coming out on Friday, which I'm so incredibly hyped about, we will be unable to do a Let's Play because, frankly, I don't feel like spending the money for a capture card at this point in my YouTube career. Like, I've been doing it for over a year now, and basically, like, this isn't my priority, frankly, and I hope most people understand that, but I think it's just worth reiterating. Like, as a capture card, frankly, I don't trust people with my DS, so I would probably have them supply their own. I don't think I could go without my 3DS for that long, for as long as it takes to ship it to Japan, have them install it, and then ship it back. So I would have them basically supply me with a 3DS, put the capture card in, and then ship it here. Which takes forever because I'm pretty sure there's like a sizable like list of people at any given any given time that are getting capture cards, as well as like going that route. It's a $500-600 for a decent 3DS. Like you can get one of the older ones for cheaper, but I would want one of the new 3DS XLs. And at this point, especially with Sun and Moon being the last Pokemon games on the 3DS, I don't think it's worth my time. Maybe in the future, like if the channel like first takes off, and I have some money to throw around, yeah, absolutely, it'd be fun to do, Let's Plays of the 3DS games or free-for-alls or Wi-Fi battles on there, because I do think Wi-Fi battles look so much better on 3DS than on Showdown. But instead of having a Ultra Sun and Moon Let's Play, all this week tentatively, because I do have an exam Friday that's pretty important that I need to do pretty well on. So I'm going to say this week and next week. Both those are tentative, but you will see a spike in content. You will see a decent amount of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon content. So I'm also fidgeting with like a screwdriver, so if you hear a little squeaky noise, that's what that is. So that will compose of like team builders. I remember when like the week before Sun and Moon came out, I did a my team in Sun and Moon, and I'm gonna do the same thing. That'll be up probably Wednesday? Question mark. even though they haven't released, I'm pretty sure the full Pokédex is leaked at this point. So I might take a look at that and then just like, because I know there's a couple Pokemon that I know I really want, because I didn't get a chance to use them in my Sun and Moon original Let's Play, so I'll probably go through that. Somebody's driving their car very aggressively outside. Yeah, so whether it's team builders, my projections for how like the meta is going to change with all the new move tutors, as well as the new Ultra Beast, because some of their stats are pretty crazy. Different things, new egg moves like Mega Lucario getting Meteor Mash is out of control. Landorus T getting Defog, like again, that's like it's already by a pretty good margin the best Pokemon in OU. That's only going to get so much better just because there's literally nothing it can't do. Just like different analyses like that coming out this week and next week, so definitely keep an eye out for those. Most of those videos probably will be this week. Next week after Sun and Moon, or Sun and Ultra Moon, I keep saying that. I think people understand what I mean, but it's whatever. I'm talking really fast. But next week I think it'll be more of like impressions, what I thought of the game, what I thought they could have done better, my favorite parts, my least favorite parts, complaining about Lily, because I'm sure that's going to happen because Lily's annoying. So yeah, that's pretty much just an update for the next 2 weeks, roughly. I would like to have the Ruby Bender lock done by the first week in December. I think I can do that, because right now, episode 16 will be up Tuesday. Episode 17 will be up Friday. So we're doing same as usual. I mean, chances are I'll probably miss an upload in there somewhere, but I'm shooting for 2 episodes a week of that. And as of, I already have 17 filmed. And I think we're on our way to the 7th gym. We're not there yet. Spoilers. I mean, a lot of other stuff happened in between, but we're pretty deep in the game, and I don't expect it to be more than 6 or 7 more episodes. So I'm shooting for maybe 24 to 25 total episodes of Ruby, and that works out to the 1st or 2nd week in December. I guess this whole update video altogether just kind of boils down to although I'm very adamant that this is like not my biggest priority, I think I'd like to start taking it a little bit more seriously, because one of my videos got like almost 900 views, and like if you look at that video is almost a quarter of my total views, and I was like, man, and like I uploaded it one night, and I think I had class the next day, most of the day the next day, so I think I had it, like, go live at, like, normal time, like, noonish, 1-ish, and when I got back from class, or when I got back to my computer at, like, 5, I had, like, 600 views, and I was like, oh my god, like, most people, that's not, like, a giant thing, but for me, that was like, oh my god, like, this many people are watching what I'm doing, and, like, hopefully some people seem to enjoy it. I mean, that was just, it was really big for me, and that made me sort of think, I could be doing a lot more with this, That being said, once again, this is not like my biggest priority. I'm a double major in probably 2 of the 4 or 5 hardest majors at this school, being biology and geology. Hence why you're watching dinosaurs. So school will always come first, and I did an update video a while ago, just saying like, hey, there's no content this week because I have 2 exams and it's crazy, and people understood. Like, people are cool. Hopefully people are still cool. What else? Streaming, yes. So I've been saying, honestly, since I got back to school this summer, like, that streaming would be coming back, whether it was YouTube or Twitch, whatever. I think at one point I said I was going to start doing it on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, even though I end all my videos with follow me on Twitch. But just I feel like it's hard to. I mean, I know people do it and people do it very well, but I feel like it's hard to be successful on Twitch starting from absolute scratch. Um, because people are like, oh, you have one person watching you. Why should I watch you? You're not entertaining. So I feel like before I start like committing super heavily to Twitch again, that I'll start streaming on YouTube more, and I do really mean that. Like starting probably in December, because I volunteered to be the winter RA, so I get back the 2nd or 3rd of January, so I have 2 weeks of being at school with almost no responsibilities, which is kind of scary. But that will be like a giant time of productivity for content for me. So probably December, I'm gonna start streaming at least once a week just to like get my feet wet again to start streaming. So like I said, I've been saying all semester that I'm gonna get back to it, but this time I really I'm gonna try to do a lot better with it. I'll try a lot harder. Speaking of streaming, the GSL draft, and I'm super hyped about it, is in like 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks, actually. It is the 26th. I don't remember if we set it. We did set a time, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But we have 12 teams in it this time. That's going to be so insane, man. Like last season, we had 6 teams, and it was kind of spotty. But we have 12 like committed teams, and I could not be more excited about it. I'm really excited. I've got a great draft planned up for myself, if all goes to plan. And the draft stream will be split between Joe Schmo Gaming, PC Bloodmaster, and Arsenal Weavile, and myself. Each of us are going to get a different tier. We're going to do it the same as we did last season, if you've been around since then. Basically, we do 3 picks from OU, 3 picks from UU, and RU and NU. Yeah. So basically, one of us is going to each of us is going to get one of those sections, and the way it's going to be randomized snake draft for OU and UU. Then we're going to re-randomize it between UU and NU. I believe it. I think UU comes after. I think NU comes after UU. Or no, RU comes after UU. That's what it is. Anyway, after UU, we'll re-randomize it and then re-snake it from there. Seems a little complicated, but we thought it was the most fair way to go about doing it. So I am super excited for that. And then this little piece goes out to 2 people in particular, Joe Schmo Gaming and PC Bloodmaster. If you've been around for a while, you probably saw that the 3 of us tried doing like a tri-lock with Zeta and Omicron. And that just kind of died for a couple of reasons. Not the least of which is that I was just under a lot of anxiety. I have some anxiety issues that I don't particularly like talking about, but at that particular time it was not going so great. So I just kind of fell off the face of the earth and just like stopped making it. So that's completely on me. Joe and Nick are great guys, and don't get me wrong, I loved making the content, but I was just like super stressed out at the time about a large number of things. But so I just want to apologize. So this is a little quick blurb apologizing, because even though that was like way back at like the beginning of August, it's like months ago. But this is the kind of thing that my brain does, is like makes me stress over it for like 5 months. But on that note, I'm in a much better place now. And I'm looking to do some more collabs, ? Because like at this point, like until my super production mode in like the first couple weeks of January, I probably won't be able to do like any like full size like let's plays or like verses or soul links or whatever, but like maybe like mini series, like maybe like 5-6 episodes, or even just like one-off videos. Super down to do stuff like that. I don't have anything planned right now, but if you're watching this, hit me up. And I'm gonna start revamping some of my totally unrelated, just one thing to another. Because my next bullet just says taking it more seriously. That could mean a lot of things, but I think I'm gonna start redoing how I like do my my thumbnails. I think my thumbnails were pretty good toward the end of like Naturia and toward the end of like Mystery Dungeon way back for like the second and third Let's Plays I had on the channel. And I think I'm going to start going back to those, because like basically what I do now is I just kind of put something in Paint, take like a PNG from the internet of something vaguely that happened in the episode, and then put in my logo, and then for like the Bender lock I put in the picture of like Avatar Aang. And you know, those, like, they're okay. They do the job, I guess. But like I said, I just want to start doing, like, taking it a little bit more seriously, spending a little bit more time, because I've started to like reschedule my entire life and stuff. Like, I want to start planning ahead with like Let's Plays and things, because like I said, like, I actually planned out when Ruby is probably going to end. Usually what I do for Let's Plays is, like, if I come up with an idea, I'll mull it over, I'll sleep on it, and if I still feel like good about it after like lunchtime the next day, then I'll do it. I'll just do it without regard to like thinking about like scheduling or time-wise or really anything like that. And maybe that's just a lack of experience, but I think I want to start getting a little bit more regimented with it. And like, being a small YouTuber on a budget kind of sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing this, but like, I have so many good ideas for things to do. But like, because of either like tech limitations with like, this computer is like an infinite upgrade from my previous one, but there's still limitations, as well as time constraints. Like, time constraints are just everything to me. So over Christmas break, I'll probably be doing a lot more work on my fan game. My fan game is almost ready for a 2-gym beta. I put in a lot of work on it this past weekend. Got the Pokédex all done. That was the big hurdle that I had to jump. Now I'm finishing up some sprite work on some of my new forms, even though they realistically probably won't even be in the beta. And then Cries, I think Cries, and then party logos just need to be changed to what I changed the Pokédex numbers to. And then that's really it. So all of that, if I just sat down, that might take me 6 or 7 hours. But it's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. Anyway, I know this was kind of long and rambly, but just to go back through. New Let's Play today. No Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon content. Or, like, Let's Play. Kind of sad about it. But we're doing Ultra Sun and Moon content all this week and next week. Streaming. Keep an eye out in December. GSL. 12 teams. It's going to be lit. Draft on the 26th. Mark your calendars. More collabs. Nothing too serious. Just kind of one-off stuff. If you're interested, slide in the DMs. And I'm going to start putting out some higher quality stuff, hopefully for you guys. Whether it's, because I know I yawn a lot, and maybe that's just a nervous thing that I have, just yawning in my videos. I don't really know. I'm going to start drinking some coffee beforehand, because I know there's been a couple episodes of different things where I like film them, and then when I'm editing them, I'm like, man, I am not at all entertaining in this. I just kind of sit there and talk about what's happening in the game instead of, you know, more personal things, more things going on in my life, because hopefully you guys watch my stuff for me and want to know what's going on in my life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for sticking through this. Hopefully Saurian at least was entertaining for you guys. So I don't think there'll be any Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon stuff up today. But definitely keep an eye out for that for the rest of this week and next week. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. Hopefully we can get up to that 100 sub mark during the Season 2 of the GSL. Because this time, like, during the last season of the GSL, I feel like I was only in like the 40s. And like 40 to 75-ish is where I am right now. Jump doesn't seem like a lot, but to me that's like double my viewers. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much. And if you enjoyed this as much as I did, please, please, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'm not even going to say Twitch, at CoolTrainerGav. And until next time, smile later.